Hi boys and girls, welcome back to the farm on a very special day. Of course, it's Burns Day. Now the reason we celebrate Burns Day is because today, the 25th of January, is the birthday of our national bard, Robert Burns. Robert Burns was a very famous poet and songwriter. As well as being Robert Burns' birthday, the 25th of January is also famous for a lesser known reason. Every year, on the 25th of January, Robert Burns' birthday, is also the day where the Haggis have their annual Scottish Haggis Convention. Haggis arrive from every part of Scotland to Bar to hold their special convention. Now sadly, this year it couldn't go ahead. The Haggis had already arrived, but sadly, due to the recent COVID restrictions, these Haggis, although they'd arrived here, could therefore not go home to their own parts of Scotland. And so they've had to be taken good care of by the children of Bar and at the farm here by Farmer William. So I think we should go and meet some of these Haggis and see what they've got to say. The proper Latin name for wild haggis is Haggis scoticus. There are a huge range of different species of haggis which we can identify by the colour or markings on their fur. It is perfectly legal to catch and eat most types of haggis. Two types are protected and are illegal to eat: the lowland haggis and the urban striped haggis. As you can see, haggis actively seek out water next to where they're going to make their habitat. These guys are enjoying being beside the river here. It's important to remember that not all haggis look the same. Different species of haggis all look different. I'm joined just now by Hamish, the lesser spotted Hebridean haggis, and they're particularly friendly and are likely to stop to speak to you. He wanted to let you know that one of their favourite foods is fungi. And as you can see, he's found some delicious fungi just here. Haggis also particularly like pepper, but if they do eat pepper, they're likely to fall asleep for up to 12 hours at a time. As a treat, I decided to bring Hamish some pepper. You can see him beginning to have a little sniff, a wee taste. Oh dear, it looks like that might be true. We better leave Hamish to sleep for a few hours. Come on. Haggis particularly like living next to moles. They strike up quite a good friendship. They're also very territorial. They tend to stay in one place until something scares them. Then they flee, never to be seen there again. The haggis are particularly attracted to the sound of the sporran, and these creatures can coexist nicely together in the wild. Haggis are very rare to spot in the wild as they are scared of humans normally. They can smell them for days in a place. As you can see, the ponies on the farm love the haggis too. Certain species of haggis prefer colder environments, particularly those from up north, and they actively seek out snow and ice to live on, as you can see here. Other species prefer to be cosy and warm, and these particular type have chosen to live in Farmer William's hay pile. Good choice. One thing that all species of haggis have in common is their love of Robert Burns. You often find that their homes have tartan bunting, pictures of Robert Burns, and they're often caught reading the work of our national bard. As well as the wild haggis that we've been looking at this morning, we've also decided to start farming haggis here at the farm. So we're going to go now and see Farmer William and his herd of haggis. Come on.
Hello, I'm just getting ready to clip my haggis, but before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a wee dose. They're far easier to dose when they've still got the hair on them. They're easier to handle, they can be quite lively wee fellas if they get worked up. So I'm just going to give them a wee dose. What we're going to do them here is it's a wee solution of whiskey and turnip juice, and this will just keep them right. We'll give them a wee boost. Come on, open up. There we go. Hello. I thought I'd better show you, before we clip them, some of the attributes of a good haggis. Now this is Ewan. He's actually known as Glenmuir Ewan. He goes under the same name, stud name, as our other Highland ponies. And we run a herd of these wee fellows. Now, what you want in a haggis is nice, bright eyes, preferably two, and a nice tight skin. This is to keep them warm and shed the water. It's quite a wet part of the country we live in here in the southwest of Scotland, and usually when you're looking at stock and judging stock, you're wanting a leg at each corner. Now with haggis that's not so. In fact, you don't want any corners at all. You want them with a nice round shape, and contrary to popular belief, our south country haggis here, they don't have two legs longer than the other. We literally breed them with no legs at all, because what we don't want is the wind getting under the wee fellow, blowing them off the hill. They'll just roll, never find them. As you can see, Ewan here has been quite successful. This is just a fraction of the cups, trophies and rosettes that he's won. I just thought you'd like to see a few of them. Over the past couple of years, he's been sweeping the decks at all the shows here in the south, up in the north. He's just a fantastic creature. Like he's a great beast. Hello, how you doing? Now what I'm doing here is I'm getting my wee haggis ready. I've got a whole lot of them here to clip, and I need these ready for tonight because it's Burns supper night tonight. And these wee boys here, they've got to get their fleeces off, so we're just giving them a wee tidy up before the big event this evening. There you go, and that's him ready. He's all set to go. Hi kids. Now just like me, Robert Burns was also a farmer. And what Robert Burns did, he took his inspiration from all the beautiful countryside and all the interesting people round about him.
If, like Robert Burns, you would like to write really good poems and songs, you should also look at the countryside through the eyes of Burns. It's very clear when you look around the Scottish countryside just how important this might have been for inspiration for such writers like Burns. If you decide to draw some pictures, write some poems or songs based on the beautiful Scottish countryside, just like Robert Burns did, I'd love you to send me some. I'd enjoy seeing them.